What do you get when you cross gamified learning, push notifications, and a slightly threatening owl? You get Duolingo, the most downloaded education app on Earth. This green bird didn't just teach Spanish, it rewired how we think about guilt, goals, and streaks. Later in this episode, we'll break down how a free app used memes, mischief, and user psychology to dominate not just classrooms, but TikTok. But first, how did an app for language learners become a pop culture icon? Welcome back to What Made It Viral, the series that decodes how culture, algorithms, and branding, alchemy, turn products into phenomena. Today, we're decoding Duolingo, the unlikely education startup that went from helping you learn French to launching viral memes, brand collabs, and even thirst traps. We'll explore the origin, why Duolingo was built, and how it started as a tech for good experiment. The climb, how it gained loyal users and built a gamified addiction loop. The tipping point, when the memes started meming themselves. The global spread, how Duolingo conquered TikTok, Gen Z, and guilt-based motivation. The legacy, what Duolingo changed about learning, virality, and brand voice. Let's start at the beginning with a problem that had nothing to do with owls. Duolingo started not as a startup, but as a research project. Luis van Aan, a computer science professor at Carnegie Mellon, wanted to solve two problems. Make language learning free and accessible for everyone. Crowdsourced translation of the internet. Yes, really. In its earliest version, Duolingo was helping users translate articles as they learned languages. It was clever, altruistic, and academic, but it wasn't yet viral. So what changed? The team realized something powerful. Learning a language isn't a tech problem. It's a motivation problem. Enter the gamification era. The app became more colorful. XP points, leaderboards, and daily streaks were added. Learning became less like school and more like playing Candy Crush. But the most iconic addition, the push notifications. They weren't just reminders, they were mini guilt trips sent by a wide-eyed green owl named Duo. These notifications became legendary. These reminders don't seem to be working. We'll stop now. You wouldn't ignore me, right? You're going to make Duo sad. Psychologists call this loss aversion. Duolingo built an emotional trigger into the app. You weren't just losing a streak. You were disappointing an animated owl. And that, it turned out, was wildly effective. Van Aan once joked that Duo doesn't just teach languages. He emotionally manipulates you. This blend of humor, pressure, and design made Duolingo feel different. Edgy, even. They didn't try to be cool. They tried to be memorable. As Duolingo grew, it didn't just optimize for education, it optimized for addiction. The key was its feedback loop. You complete a lesson, you earn XP, you maintain your streak. Duo celebrates you or guilts you if you skip. This loop tapped into what behavior scientists call the compulsion loop. Apps like Instagram use it, games like Fortnite thrive on it. And suddenly, so did Duolingo. But there's another layer to this climb. Community. Duolingo users started posting screenshots of their streaks like badges of honor. One Reddit user shared their 1000-day streak. Another posted that they kept their streak while in labor. A tweet from 2019 read, "I may be failing college, but at least I didn't break my Duolingo streak." It got 80,000 likes. People joked that Duo was watching them, and Duolingo leaned in hard. They turned Duo into a meme. They added more animations, Duo crying, Duo begging, Duo with puppy dog eyes. And then something unexpected happened. People began sharing those animations voluntarily. Fan art, cosplay, parody videos, even college students dressed up as Duo for Halloween. The brand didn't just have fans, it had a fandom. And with fandom comes memes, fan fiction, and loyalty that no competitor could buy. One Tumblr user even wrote a fake script of Duo confronting users like an ex who wants closure. That blend of humor and obsession, that was the climb. The tipping point came when Duolingo went from being a language app to being a character. And the platform that made that happen? TikTok. Duolingo's TikTok presence is unhinged by design. The account features Duo stalking users who missed lessons, Duo dancing to trending sounds, Duo thirsting over Dua Lipa. The tone is chaotic, self-aware, and decidedly Gen Z. One viral TikTok showed Duo chasing a coworker through the office for skipping Spanish. Another had Duo getting arrested for excessive push notifications. The comments filled with praise. Why is your social media manager funnier than every brand combined? I didn't open Duolingo, but now I feel scared. The owl had become a personality. This was the meme-ification of branding. Duolingo wasn't just part of the internet, it was internet culture. Their brand voice became so strong it broke the fourth wall. They even joked about how they were going viral for not teaching language. That self-awareness was key. It made users feel in on the joke, and it made every brand say, wait, should we be funny too? The proof? A LinkedIn post from Duolingo's own team revealed their TikTok strategy was do what our interns would think is hilarious. And it worked.
The language learning app Duolingo is known for its wild social media presence, and its latest campaign is leaving people with a lot of questions.
But this wasn't even the real tipping point. Later, we'll reveal how Duolingo's cultural cachet helped it IPO, and how it's experimenting with AI teachers and brand licensing. But first, how did the owl go global? And brand licensing. But first, how did the owl go global? Duolingo wasn't just viral in the US, its humor and structure translated. Here's how it spread. 1. Simplicity. The interface is visual, color-coded, emoji-heavy. The owl? Universally cute and a little creepy. Streaks work in any culture. Losing progress hurts everywhere. 2. Language diversity. Courses include Klingon, High Valyrian, and Yiddish. This appealed not just to learners, but to fans. 3. Localization meets humor. In Japan, Duo took on kawaii aesthetics. In Brazil, memes took hold on WhatsApp. In Germany, the app leaned into precision-based gamification. Duolingo even launched DuoCon, a virtual conference with skits, performances, and sneak peeks. It was half education, half fandom convention. And the user base? Now over 74 million monthly active users across 200-plus countries. This wasn't just a tool, it was a lifestyle. In India, Bollywood stars posted their progress. In Korea, K-pop fans tracked group members' language courses. Duo had become the world's most famous owl, second only to Hedwig.
The first one is called Video Call. It is a feature that you can use to practice real-world conversation by talking to our emo teen character, Lily, that we're going to talk about. It's called Adventures. This is a video game-like experience inside your lessons. It's extremely fun. Over 8 million of you have streaks longer than 365.
So what's Duolingo's legacy? Let's talk numbers. IPO valuation, $3.4 billion. Most downloaded education app globally. 100-plus courses in 40-plus languages. Daily push notification campaigns that sparked parody accounts. But here's the real legacy. Duolingo changed how we think about learning. No more, you must be serious. You must be disciplined. Instead, you can laugh. You can play. You can learn while doom scrolling. It also changed how brands talk online. Post-Duo, other brands like Ryanair, Wendy's, and even Scrub Daddy adopted unhinged personas. This era of corporate camp can be traced back to one owl with a Twitter account. Duolingo also pioneered edtech transparency, sharing its success metrics, A/B testing processes, and even flops in blog posts and podcasts. And it's not done. New initiatives include Duolingo Math and Music, in-app AI tutors powered by GPT-4, TV ads featuring Duo in therapy for being too intense. Yes, really, Duolingo turned guilt into giggles and turned app notifications into a meme genre. It took a dry category, education, a day, and made it sparkle with mischief. So tell us in the comments, what's the weirdest place you kept your Duolingo streak going? Did you cave to the guilt, or do you secretly enjoy Duo's madness? Drop your funniest Duo moment below. And if you love decoding the chaos behind virality, subscribe. Because next time, we're unpacking something refreshingly simple. What made Stanley Cups viral? The most desired water bottle on the planet. And yes, we'll talk about resale prices, suburban moms, and the pastel color palette that took over TikTok.